Hello, my name is Emily. I'm an acrylic painter based in Wisconsin, and today I'm going to be giving a tutorial on this beautiful painting. So let's get started. I like to start all my paintings with a pencil sketch, and here's the photo of what we are going to be painting. It's this beautiful landscape that I found on Pinterest. Shout out to Pinterest and whoever took this photo. Very beautiful, my inspiration. I like to pick my photos based on if I like the composition, if I like the photo. For this tutorial, I'm going to be pretty much sticking true to the photo inspiration. So I'm just going through and sketching out what I see. The clouds, the trees, the marsh, the water, everything. I find that the more detailed you are in the sketch, the easier the painting will become. Go ahead and pause the video to sketch the photo. Okay, on to painting. So these are the colors I will be using. This beautiful dark blue, a lighter blue, and the classic white. On a painting palette, I made the colors into a gradation, and we're going to start with the darker color first and move our way towards the light. Take your paintbrush and we'll start from the top, and we're just going to outline those clouds. As you make your way down, you're going to want to start using the lighter colors and slowly mix it in to have that gradation of dark to light. Onto the clouds, we are going to be going in with the white, and with that same brush, I'm going straight into the white paint. I'm not worried about it mixing with the blue. As you can tell, it's giving a little bit of a bluish, light bluish color, which is totally cool because it helps create that base and has softened edges of the clouds. So just going through with that white color and just letting the brush take control. I like to take a little bit of a pushing motion with the brush and slight strokes pulling downwards as well. And again, going over on top some of those blue parts that I felt like was a little too blue, just pushing in some more of the white color. And to finish off the clouds, take the same brush again, with it being a little bit dry, so don't put any more paint onto it, and slightly press around some of those edges of the clouds to create that wispier part of the cloud. Moving on to the trees, we're going to need this green, a yellow, and a black. On your palette, go ahead and mix those colors up and take your fan brush. Moving right into that darker color, we're pressing in the darker parts of the trees, creating that base. And then we're moving up with a lighter color, creating more dimension and texture. Moving back to the original brush we're using, I'm going ahead and continuing that line of trees, as well as making sure that big bunch of trees are nice and blended. Going in with that darker green, I'm creating a little bit more depth and dimension into that line of trees. Now working on the water part of the marsh, we're going back with the dark to light blue color we created for the sky, and we're going to kind of reverse that gradation, starting off with a little bit of the lighter blue, and working our way down the canvas, we're going to add in that deeper blue. clouds have dried a bit, we're going back in with that white color. And I'm kind of overlaying some of that brightness on top of those clouds that I felt were a little bit too blue. I don't want to make them completely white because I still want that depth. Now going in with a brown, and we're also going to be using that yellowish green that we created before with the trees. I'm going to start off with the brown and kind of outline the edges of the blue. Only the parts where it hits the top of each blue section. Just a little tap, not really worried about making a perfect line or being specific, just letting the brush take control. Now going in with our yellowish green, I'm pressing against that brown and pulling up. By doing that, we're taking still that wet brown line that we created, and that creates some interesting texture in that grass. As I go, I'm kind of using different shades of the yellowish green, just really letting the paint do its thing. Lastly, to finish this off, I'm going back in with the dry fan brush and pulling up on all the grassy parts. That's just creating a little bit more texture in that grass. And that's it, you've completed a beautiful marshy landscape painting with acrylic paint. I hope you enjoyed, I hope this was easy enough to follow, and see you next time.